Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Brutus Monroe Design Team layout. Today we are going to play with this beautiful stencil. It is the Wallpaper Mixed Media stencil. It's very pretty, and I'm going to do some cherry tomato velveteen glaze. So now I've got this mask that I use for lots of different things. I just cut it out of cardstock. Nothing too big or crazy with that. I'm just going to set that right there in the middle. I do add a smidge of tape on the other side just to hold it in place. And my idea is to go ahead and use that as a mask so that I can create stencil work all the way around the layout. Or the circle. Not having a good day, you guys. I have got a massive toothache. I went from having influenza A to a toothache. I mean, I can't get much more luckier. So, we're going to take just a little tiny amount. And we're just going to just kind of go all the way around. I'm going to let it dry in between each layer. And I want to go out a little bit in certain spots. And pick that up, and I'm going to let that all dry before I pull this circle off. So then we're going to come in and just keep going all the way around. So it's going to be a very fun circular element. Let's see. So I don't drag my hand through this one. I'm trying to do it as least amount as possible, right? So if you notice, I just figure a stencil will fit there. I'm just trying to be careful. I like messy mixed media, so I do try to work it a little bit. And then pick that one up, and then we're going to get right there, and then I'll let that dry, and I'll just keep coming in and filling in all the areas that don't have anything around it. I'll probably do more of it, the rest of it off screen, just so that you guys aren't watching me do the same thing over and over again. I don't know. Yep, I don't want to chance that. Alright, so we're going to let this rest, dry up, and we'll be back when it's all completed, and I'll pull this off with you guys. Okay, I am finally better. It has been a minute since I was working on this layout. Influenza A, was trying to get over that, ended up with a massive tooth infection, and whew, we are better. So, this is all dry. I've got this beautiful Welcome Home paper pad collection from Brutus Monroe, which is all these beautiful winter colors in like sweater prints. So I've pulled out two of them that I want to map my photos in, which we are going to do. Let's do, I don't really want to use 3 of them just yet, so we'll do 1, because the background is going to be gorgeous, you guys, like, just stinking gorgeous. So, I usually trim these down, but I only got 1 photo, so I'm not going to have to, so hold on. So let's trim our photo down a little bit. We'll take it. We'll just kind of come in and trim some of him off on that. Yeah, it's been a week of just struggling here, but by the time you see this, I will have been all better. Let's go this way. So we're going to do the yellow first, and then the blue, because we've got that beautiful velveteen glaze background. The fun Brutus Monroe stencil. And I just trim these with scissors because I can't get it straight regardless. I am going to go, and they are double-sided. And it is a thick, quality, fabulous paper, and it's different because it's a little bit on the glossy side, and I kind of like that. Because I don't have papers like that, so it makes it different. I'm just going to trim this up. I spend my weekend crafting. Let's put this up here. And then this is that beautiful stencil. It's the wallpaper stencil. I do have this Welcome Home, which I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to come in and stamp some of these little leafy bits in here. So I haven't done anything. It is dry. We are just going to come in, if I can grab it. And I'm just going to run my finger around because the way that I put the velveteen glaze on, you know, it will have sealed just a little bit of the edge. So I'm just being careful and just running my finger, kind of pulling a little bit, but I don't want to rip the paper or the glaze. So there you go. And then we just had it lightly tacked down. So I'm just going to kind of twist that right off. We'll just wipe that all up. And look at how cool that is, right? So we'll come in and we'll put the photo probably over here somewhere, which is not a big deal. Pull out this beautiful stamp set here, and we're just going to grab the little bits and pieces. Don't mind my craft block. It is uber dirty, but that's because it's well loved and used. So we've got my favorite black permanent detail ink, which is the Raven ink from Brutus Monroe. And because it's such a small stamp, I'm going to take the stamp to the ink pad, and then we're just going to come in, and I hold and I rock a little bit, and just kind of fill in some of these little areas here. Just having them go all sorts of different ways. I usually just kind of turn, and I'm making it fit in the little areas that are left by where I did the mixed media work. You keep coming in. And you can stamp right over the glaze. I'm just not at this point, because I'm going to pull another stamp in as well. Can I get this all cutesy and around? Okay, let me clean this off a little bit. Whoa. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to fill this with these little bitty bits and bobs from this wonderful stamp set. And like I said, this is the at home, or the welcome home stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got all my stamping done. How cool does that look? All right, so the other thing that I want to try is I want some splatters, but I'm going to use velveteen glaze. Okay, so we are just going to open it up, and I'm going to grab let's do a bowl, because I'm going to need a lot of water to well, because, you know, it's a glaze, so we're going to have to water it down quite a bit. So we're just going to pour some water in there. And then let's just get this in here. I might have to grab more, which is okay. It was a lot of water. So we're going to mix that in. So because I've watered it down, I've made it more pink. So let's take, oh, not that one. Let's grab some Chroma Mist. If I find my red. I have a whole cart of Brutus Monroe. You guys know I'm absolutely in love with Brutus Monroe. Oh, we've got some holly berry. And there we go. Some candy apple red. So let's go ahead and mix this up. We're just going to make our own color, right? Put a little bit of that in there. And then we're just going to mix that up nicely. Oh, yeah. This would be good for Halloween. Let me move some stuff out of the way, because we're about to get crazy with the splatters. I'm just getting a fair amount, splattering it right around. This is a lot of white space. I knew that going in. I think it's really cool. And so it's an offset. So it's got the velveteen glaze in it, so it's going to have a little bit more of a thick grit to the splatters. And I'm just lightly getting some big ones, so I'm lightly tapping it. And then kind of just going around. getting some big splatters in some areas and then some light splatters. And then if you want some fine splatters, you just tap just a little bit. And voila. So I'm going to let this dry, but it is really cool. And it's very Christmassy. So, plus, right? So I'm going to go clean all this up and come back and we'll work on the rest of the layout together. Alright, so I just went ahead and I've popped in a fun tag behind my picture that's popped up on foam. Pardon the dogs. We've got a Christmas greeting circle here. Believe in the magic of Christmas circle here. Another little puffy circle here with a train and a cluster of trees just to kind of make that swoosh into the circle. And I love it. So the only thing that I can think it needs, other than the dogs to be quiet, which they're not going to be because they're playing right now, is some sketchy lines all the way around. And for a bit of added fun, we're just going to come in and put a couple X's in here. Just to make those little sketchy lines out something different, you know? Whoa. So it gives it just a little bit of something extra, just a little something, something. And well, let's see if we can use up a few of these little gems. These three little, we'll call them holly berries, around the bigger cluster here. And that's going to do it for the layout today, you guys. So super excited. Let's pull you in a little bit so you can see all of the fun mixed media work that we have going on in there. Close-ups. Oh, right there. I stuck my hand in it, so pay no mind. Then we got a little bit more and all those splatters that we made, mixing all the fun Brutus Monroe products together. And look at how cool that is. I absolutely am loving this layout. And thinking about doing a couple more things like this. So let me know if you guys do it. Don't forget to head on over to Brutus Monroe. Check out all this fun stuff. Pick it up and make yourself some fun layouts. And I will see you guys later with another video. Bye.